yard sale came across a table filled with old items. Among them was a doll sitting upright that immediately caught her attention. As she continued watching, the doll seemed to subtly move its head in slow motion. It was unclear whether the doll had a hidden mechanism or a battery-powered feature. Still, the woman chose not to...
Howdy everybody, Texorcist here, and today we're going to put these scary forest encounter videos in a microscope, alright? We're going to find out if they're real or fake. We're going to be the judge, alright? Let's lock in.
A woman was walking her dog at night when something ahead in the trees made her stop. Barely visible in the darkness was someone standing in her direction. She immediately pulled out her phone and began recording.
Yeah, he's wearing all white.
Okay, so I want to walk with my dog. He just stopped walking. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Get out your damn gun and walk over there and find out. I bet you can definitely tell it's a person. Look, he's got a white hoodie on, black pants, looks like white shoes.
Vic, please.
You better find out, sir. Oh shit, they're chasing her.
But then they ran toward her. She ran away, and eventually the person chasing her stopped. She doesn't know if this person was just trying to scare her for fun, if they had bad intentions,
there's some weird people out there,
or
man.
if they were just mentally unwell. But she's glad she never got to find out.
That's why you get a big dog, right? Big dog privileges. I bet you if that dog was like a giant, Doberman Pinscher or something.
TikTok user 6 Lines shared footage recorded at their home in Hinsdale. According to the uploader, their mother was standing in the backyard wearing a headlamp when this image was captured. In the photo, a faint mist-like shape can be seen directly in front of her.
Oh yeah.
What makes the image even stranger is there also appears to be a shadow on the ground, as if something was standing there. Unfortunately, no clear explanation was ever provided for what caused the unusual shape to appear in the image.
It's kind of hard to tell what that is,
Reagan returned home one night when she noticed a person standing motionless on the stairs outside her house. For a while, nothing happened. The person simply stood there, staring into the distance. Then, suddenly, they turned and appeared to look directly in her direction while slowly walking away.
I wonder if she made a noise or something. The other person was like, "Oh, I'm getting caught. You damn creeper. Get on my damn property, you damn creeper son of a bitch." What do you... Yeah,
the encounter left her wondering what that person had been doing there in the first place.
She's staring into this damn window somewhere.
Who was standing outside her house that night?
Creepy son of a...
And why were they just standing there? TikTok user Lezek Orpershoek described a disturbing series of encounters that began late one night after returning home from a night out. As she entered her garden, she heard rustling in the bushes. At first, she assumed it was a small animal, possibly a hedgehog that had been seen in the area before. She even went inside briefly to bring in some laundry. But when she stepped back inside, one of her cats suddenly froze. That's when she saw something truly unsettling. A man was crouching near her shed. According to her, the man reacted slowly, calmly standing up before walking away.
That would scare the shit out of me. Look, you got the damn gloves on, fingerless tip gloves.
Without saying
on your
a word.
knees, you damn son of a
the situation became even stranger when neighbors reportedly mentioned seeing someone near her property around the same time. Following the incident, she installed cameras and improved the security
we got
around
another
her
creeper
garden.
over here, man.
For a while, nothing happened. Then, about a year later,
I'm telling you
while
right
walking
now.
her garden, she noticed what appeared to be a desire path leading through nearby vegetation. Curious, she followed it. At the end of the path, she crouched down and noticed a worn indentation in the chicken wire fence. Her knee fit perfectly into the dip in the ground beside it. When she looked through the fence from that exact position, she realized she had a direct view into her home, straight toward her couch. That's when a disturbing thought crossed her mind. Had someone been sitting there, watching her for an extended period of time? Soon afterward, she installed a proper fence, and for years, nothing happened. Then 5 years later, it happened again. While walking her cats one evening, she heard movement in the backyard of her property. At first, she assumed it was an animal again. But when she looked, she saw a man standing in her garden near the door wearing a hoodie. When she confronted him, he immediately ran away.
You creepy motherfucker.
Was it the same man from years ago? or someone else who had found a way into her backyard.
Damn.
And perhaps even more unsettling, why did it happen again after all that time? A TikTok
poor
user
girl,
named
man.
Def Not Koopy was at a children's playground at night sitting on top of a slide. While recording, he
Have a
noticed a
knife?
person in the distance holding what appeared to be a large knife moving toward him. What made it creepier is that it looked like a kid. He quickly slid down and ran toward his car. The user managed to get into his vehicle and speed away from the scene.
What the?
As they drove off, the figure was left behind standing still, watching from a distance.
You creepy
Who
little
was that person?
bastard.
And what was their intent?
I mean, it could just be a prank, right? They all kind of look like the same age. I don't know.
A man was walking down a quiet street late at night when he noticed a woman standing alone ahead of him.
Ma'am?
As he got closer, he spoke to her,
Ma'am?
seemingly asking if she was okay. The moment she heard him,
What?
she suddenly did this.
Hola. ¿Qué haces por aquí tan
¿Cómo
sola?
está?
It was enough to make him panic. Without
What?
hesitation, the man turned
Why did
around
you
and
panic?
ran in the opposite direction. The clip ends shortly afterward. What would you have done in this situation?
I will tell you that that kind of feels AI a little bit, right? There's no way that person can run like that.
A mother
For
said
that
her
long.
3-year-old son was playing with a camera and took several pictures while pointing it behind him. When he finished, she took the camera and began reviewing the photos, planning to delete them to free up space.
All right.
The first 2 images appeared blurry and ordinary, showing nothing unusual. But when she reached the 3rd photo, something immediately caught her attention.
Good dang
Behind the
face
child,
behind
a
that
faint,
kid.
unsettling face appears, partially emerging from the darkness. According to the mother, no one else was inside the house at the time, and all of the doors were locked.
There's somebody in your house.
This person visited a sandpit area where children were playing nearby. At first, everything seemed completely normal. Families were gathered around the area, and children could be seen playing in the sand. But then, the man noticed something disturbing. Beneath
Those
one of the
snakes?
structures, several snakes could be
Yeah.
seen lying underneath. They blended into the shadows so well that most people likely walked right past without noticing them. The discovery was especially unsettling, given how close they were to an area where children were playing.
Sure, but I mean, they're just trying to
TikTok
survive,
user
right?
Project Astralpunk had fallen asleep in his car late at night when something terrifying jolted him awake. As
What?
he woke up, he saw a woman on all fours pressed against the windshield in an unnatural position.
Man, you better get off my damn car. I'll turn the car on, push gas, stop real fast. Your ass is gone off. Whee! You gonna fly through there? Whee! Done. Ma'am, you just got done.
Oh, well, at least I have a company.
Her behavior appeared
What?
erratic and unsettling. While it's impossible to know exactly what was happening from the clip alone, she may have been under the influence of something or experiencing some kind of crisis. Hopefully, whatever she was going through, she was able to get the help she needed.
Yeah.
A Reddit user
off them
named
damn drugs,
Cannonball
woman.
Maven shared a set of wedding photos after a coworker received them from a friend who believed they may have captured something unusual.
A little girl.
The photos were taken outside during the wedding reception. Guests were laughing, jumping around, and taking multiple
wedding.
pictures. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But in one of the photos, they noticed this.
Little girl, right?
A small figure appeared in the corner of the frame. The shape seemed to resemble a young girl standing by herself.
Yeah.
According to the people involved, no children had attended the wedding. Some people focused on the figure's appearance, suggesting the clothing looked as though it belonged to an earlier decade. Others
Yeah, a
argued
little
there
bit,
was likely a simpler
People
explanation.
dress all crazy
Perhaps
nowadays.
the child had briefly entered the frame without anyone noticing. Without additional evidence, it's impossible to know exactly who
That's
or
what I
what
think. I think it's just
appeared
somebody's
in the
kid and they
corner
were
of
just
that image.
playing out there.
But if no children were actually present at the wedding, then who was
I mean, you can tell by the time period too. This is earlier in the day and the other video photo was
standing
later.
there? Corey Williamson 5, a TikTok user, woke up during the night while home alone to get a drink of water.
All right.
As they moved through the house, they noticed what appeared to be a person outside.
Outside? That looks like it's inside the house.
According to the uploader, no one else was supposed to be there, and the shadow was not seen before going to sleep. By morning, it was no longer there. But how do you just go back to sleep after seeing that? That feels a little hard to believe.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to do for
Reddit
sure.
user A Real Vampire and their daughters were playing on a swing outside the house when they took this photo.
All right.
While reviewing the picture, they noticed something in their bedroom window. Someone was standing there. As the image was examined more
you
closely
definitely tell
by
somebody's
viewers,
there.
many began pointing out what looked like an older man's face and upper body. The user said no one else was supposed to be inside, and after seeing the photo, they went to check the house, but found nothing, not a single sign that anyone had been there. Which thought is scarier?
They're hiding
The
in your
idea
attic.
of a ghost in your house, or the idea of a stranger in your house?
Stranger, hands down. Hands down.
During a river cleanup, this group discovered a sealed, taped-up object floating in the water.
All right.
Curious about what was inside, they carefully opened it. Inside, they found a collection of photos featuring a woman, along with part of a dollar bill and several other unusual items.
Yeah,
Some of
strange.
the images appeared to have markings on them, and needles had been placed through parts of the printed photographs. They suggested it
That's
could
some
be
damn
linked to
voodoo.
symbolic rituals or personal curse-like practices involving images and objects tied together.
Yeah, maybe.
But without any confirmed context or information about who left it there, the meaning behind the sealed package remains
Why would
unclear.
you put the needles through their eyes and their
A
mouth?
mother
That's
driving through
weird.
the Fraser area of Memphis noticed a small child walking alone in the middle of the street early one morning. She immediately stopped her vehicle and blocked traffic to help keep the child safe.
That's nice of you.
The child appeared confused and began asking for her parents.
I
The
bet.
woman got out of her vehicle, approached the child, and tried to comfort her. Together with her grandmother, she began checking nearby homes in an effort to locate the child's family.
Yeah.
When no immediate contact could be made, authorities and emergency services were notified.
Well, that's good.
Thankfully, the situation ended safely. The child was eventually reunited with her family after authorities helped resolve the situation.
Who just leaves their damn daughters out there? That damn child, you
A
stupid
person
parents?
recorded this clip after hearing what sounded like an ice cream truck moving through their neighborhood after 8 p.m. At first, the familiar music
Gross.
didn't seem unusual.
Get the
But
damn
according to the
license
person who
plate.
shared the video, the truck had been driving around the area long after most ice cream vendors had stopped operating. The uploader warned parents not to let their children approach the vehicle, claiming
Sure.
the person inside wasn't actually selling ice cream. However, no evidence was provided to support those concerns, and
I mean, it's probably just a weirdo, but like, if you have that concern, man, get out there, get a damn picture of the damn license plate, send it to authorities, and let them check it out, right? And tell them what's going on.
this vendor could just
They
operate
should not
later
be out
than
there,
expected.
you know, that's disorderly
Without additional
conduct.
information, it remains unknown what the vehicle was actually doing in the neighborhood that night.
Sure.
TikTok user Miss Shells was walking at night along a sidewalk with their friend Jess when they noticed two small figures standing ahead
What
in the
the
distance.
hell are
At first
you?
glance, it appeared as though children were standing still and
They don't look like children to
staring
me.
in their direction, which would be very creepy in the middle of the night.
They look like
But
damn
upon approaching further,
gnomes.
they realized the figures were not people at all, but simply lawn chairs positioned in a way that resembled silhouettes in the dark. Wouldn't you have been terrified at first?
I've been like, what the hell you damn kiddos been doing out here in the middle of the night? Get home. Skedaddle, get.
A
Go on,
couple were
get.
filming the night sky when they noticed something that immediately didn't feel normal. Two glowing
You don't
red
say that's
rings
normal?
appeared
I
above
said it
the
every day.
horizon. One significantly larger than the other, forming
It looks like the damn Lord of the Rings ring.
a strange
Sauron
layered
is
pattern
returning
in
to
the
the
sky.
damn Middle Earth.
Whoa. I don't see it. I'm on the
Wow.
front porch.
People
That's
online
crazy
suggested
looking. What?
it could be a rare atmospheric phenomenon, possibly linked to a distorted lunar eclipse or unusual light scattering through high-altitude clouds.
It's really cool looking. though.
Others pointed out the idea of a blood moon, where the moon appears red during a total lunar eclipse due to Earth's atmosphere bending sunlight. But here's the problem. A standard lunar eclipse doesn't produce clean, separate ring structures like this.
It's true.
The double ring formation seen in the footage doesn't match any widely documented natural
I mean, this one right here clearly looks like an eclipse, right? Like you got the sun behind it and the damn moon or something in front of it.
event, which is why the debate keeps going. Or could it be
Well, that-
edited?
I'd probably go with that one. I'd probably go with that one. Or it's the damn
A
alien.
man was getting ready for the night while camping when he noticed something unusual outside. A figure was standing there, completely still in the darkness.
Tama tanto no socializar y hasta me volví compas de estas mamadas, ¿sí? ¿Qué bueno pues, verga?
She's in all white,
Y
too.
ni enfoca la putadera, a ver, déjame ver. Ahí está, Iri.
Ma'am, I
Hey,
need you to get the
ajale.
hell out of here, all right?
Anoches.
You're
He
damn
called out,
trespassing.
hoping for a response, but there was no movement at all. Feeling uneasy, he grabbed his phone and began recording the scene. As he zoomed in, the figure
Her hair's
appeared to
all in
resemble
front
a
of her
woman wearing a
face.
long white robe with long dark hair.
Yeah.
The man eventually
Like the
stopped
Ring.
filming and went back inside, locking his doors. Did the figure stay there all night, or did it disappear? Sadly, what happened next
Get a hobby.
was not shared.
Hell. Go
A
home.
woman visiting a yard sale came across a table filled with old items. Among them was a doll sitting upright that immediately caught her attention. As she continued watching,
Oh, I'm
the
gonna throw
doll
up
seemed
everywhere.
to suddenly move its head in slow motion. It was unclear whether the doll had a hidden
Doll,
mechanism or
head,
a battery-powered
split,
feature.
burn.
Still, the woman
dead.
chose not to stay and
Oh
investigate
my God,
further,
that's one of the
recording
craziest
the
things I've
moment
ever
before quickly
seen.
leaving the area. Even if it is just battery-powered, I wouldn't buy it.
The way it.
TikTok user OvoXO13 was at a beach when they found a glass bottle washed up on the sand.
Oh, dang.
Inside the bottle, there was a handwritten note. It read that the bottle contained the mum of the sender and asked whoever found it to throw her back into the sea so she could continue traveling the world. It was a
I don't know
wholesome,
if that's a nice
symbolic
sentiment
gesture,
or not. I have no
but
idea.
also a very strange thing to come across. Someone's ashes
I would agree.
in a bottle. This was reportedly discovered washed up along the Oregon coast.
What the hell's that? Looks like a damn red whale. So I'm gonna poke it with the stick
An
now.
unusual mass lying on the shoreline. It appeared to be a large fleshy tail section from a much bigger creature, pinkish
Yeah.
red in color and clearly biological in origin. In some cases, deep-sea animals that die at depth can raise to the surface as currents shift, with decomposition and pressure changes heavily
Sure.
distorting their appearance by the time they reach the shore.
Got bird
In that
poop
state,
all over it too.
even experts can struggle to identify fragments alone, so a lot of these wash-ups end up staying unidentified. An
hell
Uber
kind of
Eats driver
animals?
was sent out to deliver food to a house reportedly abandoned for years. When he
Oh, yeah, I
arrived,
remember
the
this.
entire property was tightly locked off, with no clear access to the front door. Unable to reach
You just get back to your damn car and go, sorry, there's no possible way to get into your damn house. It's not safe.
the entrance, he left the food at the gate and
Call
walked
Uber
a
and
short
figure
distance
that shit
away
out.
to wait and observe. When he
Hell
turned
no.
back toward the gate, the food bag was gone.
बैग पड़ा हुआ है अभी तक पता नहीं आपको नजर आ रहा है कि नहीं ये देखें अब क्या किया जाए कुछ समझ से बाहर है
It's kind of creepy that he just turns around and all of a sudden the bag is gone. Like somebody just
क्या
yoink,
करूं मैं घर के पास जाऊं?
and then ran out.
What? बैग गायब
There was no visible movement, no people nearby, and no explanation for what had just happened. Confused, the driver returned to the gate and began calling out, asking if
Why would you
anyone
do
was
that?
there. But there was no response.
Hello?
Hello?
Anybody there? I saw you just pick up the bag from here.
Why
I
would
know
you
you
communicate?
exist.
You did
And
your
I
job.
know you are living here.
You did your job. Move on.
Are you sitting here on the chair?
The situation left him spooked, wondering whether someone inside the house had taken the order, or if something else was there. This 1990s home video, filmed on Lake Champlain in Vermont, shows what appears
What
to
the
be a
hell is
large,
that?
unidentified creature in the water. In the background of the
Oh, yeah.
footage, a long, dark shape can be seen moving near the surface. Some argue that the shape matches a sturgeon, a large fish species
I mean, it looks like it was filmed on a damn microwave. It's too
known
hard to tell
inhabit
what
Lake
it is.
Champlain and the Great Lakes region. They pointed out that sturgeon can grow to impressive sizes,
Huge ones.
breach the water, and
Huge.
are often mistaken for unknown creatures due to their unusual body shape. Others still felt the footage looked strange enough to keep the speculation alive.
It
A
would just
group
be a
was
wave
driving through
too.
the Texas Panhandle at dawn
From the wake.
when they pulled over after noticing something unusual in the sky. High above them, a faint blue glow began forming against the early morning clouds. To the group, it looked almost like a saucer-shaped object gradually becoming
Yeah, it kind of does. You can kind of tell it's like a roundness to it here and like a roundness here.
visible overhead. Some suggested the effect could have been caused by sunlight interacting with clouds
I mean, I thought of that too.
or
That's
unusual
more plausible
atmospheric
for sure.
conditions. But not everyone was convinced by that.
Of course not. Everyone wants to see
Unfortunately,
alien.
without additional footage or information, it's impossible to know exactly what was forming in the sky that morning.
Sure.
Take a look at this photo taken of the
All right, I'm
previous
looking.
Pope standing near a pool of water. On closer inspection, a second reflection can be seen beside him. This darker shape appears to be wearing what looks like a black robe,
Right.
standing in contrast to his white garments. If it were a reflection of someone standing next to him, the person would likely have been visible in the photo, as the reflection appears very close to him.
I do
Despite
concur.
multiple theories so far, no one has had an explanation for it. A group of fishermen were out
Creepy.
at sea when something unusual passed overhead above their boat. But then, this happened.
Oh, yeah, that was fast too, man. That was zooming. Oh, damn it. What? They're damn aliens with damn water in the sky. They're like, get out of here. We're getting attacked by aliens. Sounds like chaos is going on.
In a sudden motion, the object dropped straight down into the ocean without slowing down or changing direction. There's a theory it could be linked to so-called unidentified submerged objects, USOs, described in various reports of unknown craft
But there was like another one behind it too.
entering and exiting the ocean at extreme speeds. There could be a more conventional explanation, but so far,
Could
no
just
one
be a
has
hoax
found
too.
it. A homeowner moved into a remote house that already gave off an uneasy feeling, but at first
Alright.
they ignored it and assumed
Oh.
it was just an adjustment to a new place. After a few days, strange noises started coming from outside the house at night, especially near the windows. One night, the sound came directly from a covered window, as if something was right outside. When the man opened it to check, this happened.
Yeah. Oh.
A thin arm
Sounds
suddenly
like
reached
something
in toward
trying
him.
to yell and
He managed to
screaming.
step back in time, and metal bars on the window stopped it from getting inside. Whatever it was quickly pulled away and disappeared into the dark. The family didn't stay long after that and moved out within weeks.
I bet. Heck,
A woman named Anne
I'd been
shared
gone the
a
next day, not in a week.
photo
Hell.
on Facebook that she said was taken on Christmas in 1994,
Great.
shortly
Filmed
after
on
her
a
daughter
microwave.
received a Polaroid camera. She said their home was in a rural area and often felt active at night, with her dogs barking outside that day.
All right.
She decided to take the first photo with the new camera. The image shows strange figures that look like an old-style dressed person with a veil and a child. Anne said she has never been able to explain what was captured in that moment, especially
It
since
looks
it
like
was the first photo
like
ever
the
taken
light
with the
reflecting
camera.
off of something.
Ghosts, angels, or just a camera glitch? What's your opinion?
I'd go with camera glitch.
A family was relaxing in their backyard when they noticed a striking shape forming in the clouds. When zoomed in, the shape began to resemble a humanoid figure,
Yeah, a little
almost
bit,
like a
huh?
silhouette standing in the sky.
I think it's a silhouette, right, of someone.
Some people believe it's just pareidolia, where the brain recognizes familiar shapes
See, I think that too. I mean, I think it's just part of the cloud. It makes it look weird, but
in random patterns.
it could just be a cloud.
Others think the resemblance is too specific to ignore, suggesting it could be a sign from God. Reddit user Embarrassed Being 593
Portal.
posted a Ring camera clip showing a motion alert at 3:44 a.m. The footage shows a quiet street at night with headlights passing by, and a
Right.
strange distorted shape appearing in the camera image for a few seconds.
So I'm guessing the car going by is what made the camera go on, right? That's just the reflection from this light on the lens, I think.
It looked like a glowing, warped form near the center of the frame, which the poster claimed to be a portal. It's most likely just moisture or a smudge on the camera lens refracting the streetlight. But
Right.
yeah, I can see how it looks like a portal. A woman went out to clear her garden when she noticed something unusual beneath the soil.
Why would you bury
As she
them
started
dolls?
digging, she uncovered a porcelain doll buried just below the
Leave
surface.
it there.
She
I've
kept
seen
digging
scary movies
and
like this.
found
You leave
another.
that shit there and don't
Then
mess with it.
Another. By the time she stopped, she had uncovered 17 porcelain dolls. They appeared old, their faces worn and covered in dirt after being underground for so long. Although the woman found it funny, many people online said they would be completely freaked out to find something like that in their
Yeah,
backyard.
like, why would
Who
you
buried all these dolls?
bury
and
17
why?
dolls?
There must be a reason, and it can't be anything good.
I would guess.
A man shared a video claiming the footage
It's a damn serial killer that kills people that looks like the dolls, right? And then they bury the dolls for each one that he killed.
was recorded deep in a forest in Arkansas, where he had gone out with his dog. According to him, the atmosphere
Why out there at
changed
night?
suddenly, and his dog began barking uncontrollably at something unseen in the darkness.
That's
Oh,
not
what are you
good.
barking at?
As the recording continues, faint growling-like sounds can be heard, and the uploader notices what looks like reflective eyes in the dark.
The fuck is that?
They eventually left without ever finding out
need to get the
what
hell out of
was
there,
staring
sir!
at them.
I mean, it looked fake as fuck. I'm just telling you right now.
A man was hiking alone in the Appalachian Mountains at night when he heard rustling and realized he wasn't alone. Two bright lights appeared in the darkness,
Oh, yeah.
low and steady,
Flashlight.
as if something was watching him from a distance. He stopped moving and tried to focus his flashlight toward the area, but the lights remained fixed, unmoving, unreactive. After a few tense moments, they disappeared back into the darkness. And somehow, that made it worse. He quietly ended his hike and got out of there as fast as he could, not knowing
It's
if
kinda
whatever
hard to
was
see
out
what that
there
is, for
might
sure.
be following him. It could have just been a deer.
Truck
What if
lights.
it was a bear, or a mountain lion, or
I mean, it looks like light is coming off of it, though.
something
Like, it doesn't just look like eye shine. It looks like there's light coming
Worse.
out of it.
In Pacific County, Washington, hikers spotted something very unexpected
The
in
damn
the Willapa
whale!
River near the Camp Road Bridge. A gray whale. The sightings were later
Yeah.
confirmed by multiple witnesses, including members of the Cascadia Research Collective and the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, who searched the river by boat. Locals also came out to see it for themselves, some even traveling after hearing about the rare event, hoping to catch a glimpse of the animal moving
Is that
through
going to
fresh
the
water.
ocean? What the heck?
Experts noted that while the whale appeared thin, it was still behaving normally and showed no immediate signs of injury. Despite extensive searching, the whale could not be located again,
Damn.
leaving its exact position unknown. It's believed it may have become disorientated while navigating back to the ocean. But
Right,
how
so it
does
is
a
linked to the
massive
ocean, alright.
animal end up deep inside a river?
Got confused.
In
I
the
lose
jungles
directions
of
all the
Ecuador,
time.
reports began circulating about a remote archaeological site that some explorers believe could be linked to the so-called Lost City of Giants. The
cool.
location, deep in dense Amazon rainforest, is said to contain unusual stone structures and massive blocks that appear
I don't know about you guys, but that's the one damn place I will never go. I don't care, never want to visit there. The Amazon.
unusually
Heck
large
no.
compared to typical ancient constructions in the region. Early expedition reports describe a pyramidal structure built from heavy stone blocks, along with scattered artifacts that some interpret as oversized tools,
Sure.
fueling local legends about a possible ancient race of giants. However, when government teams later examined the site, they concluded that the formations were likely natural, not man-made, and declined further excavation.
Cool.
They claim it is simply a misunderstood natural formation. But looking at it, it doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't.
What do you think? Is the government hiding
They
something?
know more than me. Shit.
In Phoenix, Arizona, an eyewitness recorded something unusual glowing in the night sky.
I wish my camera was better.
Yeah, me too. Heck.
I wish my camera was better. Dang it.
Yeah, I agree.
Fellas, come on.
I mean, that's cool. It's different. It's weird. See, this one feels real to me, right? It feels like it matches the surroundings and everything else. I don't know what that is, though.
As the camera zooms in, the object appears as a flame-like light with an outline that does not match any known aircraft.
Sure.
But because of the poor quality, it's hard to make out anything clearly. Now,
Got that right.
I would love to watch some more out.
Heck, those videos are pretty creepy today, right? Heck, I appreciate you guys coming along and investigating those videos with me. And we're going to be on to the next. Just remember, watch 6. Evil never sleeps.